So for the first step, I always go with the mushrooms. I will just put a little oil in a pan over medium heat. Then I come in with a full container. So I let the moisture come out of the mushrooms, and then I hit it with some Lucky Lucky seasoning from Fire and Smoke Society. Then I just cook these down until they're pretty much burnt. I get them nice and crispy because they will rehydrate once they hit that ramen broth. So this is what they cook down to. And yeah, once these are pretty much burnt to a crisp, I will pull these off and set them aside, and I'll add them to the ramen later. So after I do the mushrooms, the next thing I do is the broth. I like to put that on the back burner and let all of the flavors simmer together while I prepare everything else. So on low heat, I come in with a little bit of this chicken ramen broth. I'm only making one bowl here, so I'm not gonna use a whole lot. Then I hit it with about a teaspoon of this chili crisp oil. Then I throw in just a little bit of soy sauce. Then I'll hit it with this Noodle House Asian noodle blend from Fire and Smoke Society. And I just toss in a few ginger slices, which I will remove those before I put it in the ramen. Just give that a little mix, and I'll let that simmer in the background while we prepare everything else. Once I get the broth going, I boil some water so I can throw in my noodles. There's a lot of options, but I always go with the Indomie. Can't go wrong with this one. Once these soften up, I just kind of mix them with the chopsticks. I undercook these because I am going to stir fry them later, and they will rehydrate in the broth, and I do not like slimy noodles. So once I've cooked these to my liking, I then just add in the included seasoning packets. These packets are the main reason I choose Indomie, honestly. I just mix it up with the chopsticks. I will stir fry these after my steak cooks while it's resting. The next thing I'm gonna do is season up my steak. I have a nice New York strip here, and I'm gonna start off with just some salt. Hit it with some pepper. Then I come in with a little bit of this Longhorn. Pat that in. Flip it, and do the other side the same way. Then once I got that seasoned, I just let it sit and rest, soak up all those seasonings while I get the pan ready. I like to do my steak in a cast iron, so medium heat, a little oil, go fat side down. I let that go for about a minute just to release some of that tallow and get a nice sear on that fat. Once I'm happy with the sear on the fat cap, I just slap it down, let it cook. Yeah, about time to pull that. After I pull my steak, I scrape all the burnt seasoning to the side. I'm gonna use the same pan to just fry my noodles real quick. Once these fry up, they're about ready to go over to the assembly table. Now everything's cooked up, we just put it all together. Always take my noodles, put them in first. Then I go on with some mushrooms. Then I take a ramen egg. Then some of our steak. Some of this got a little overcooked. Pour some broth on top. Be sure to not get that ginger in there. For me, you can if you like. Chop it off with some green onions. A little bit of that Noodle House. There we go.